Okay, so the first thing that will happen when you've gone in and entered full screen is that you'll see that the camera is positioned in front of hoop 1. If you want to change the position of the camera at any stage, you can just click on this camera icon here at the top, and you can reposition the camera to any one of these predetermined places. So for example, if you click on corner 4, you'll get the view from corner 4. If you click on corner 1, you'll get it from corner 1. If you click on the peg, then you'll get an overview from the peg, and so on. But hoop number 1 is obviously where we'll start. Now, the key thing about this game is that you're always playing shots towards this movable target. So every single shot you ever play the trajectory of the shot will go towards this target. You move this target by left clicking and dragging it around. Now that area that you've got there is quite small, and you can put the target in a much deeper position simply by clicking on the aerial view, which is on the left hand side here. Now this aerial view, or tactical view as I often call it, can be resized by using the slider bar, and just get that to a size that you like. And you can reposition the target simply by clicking on it. So just clicking anywhere on that tactical view will reposition the target to a particular place, which will be where you want to send the ball. So this is sort of like positioning it in a rough way, and then this is positioning it in a more nuanced, subtle way. Now once the target is in position, you'll see that the distance calculator always updates. So as I move the target around, that distance calculator in the top right hand corner on the striker panel changes as well. And that's because it's locked to the target. If I was to undo that locking, then that would dissociate the little selector from the target, and it would allow you to put your own values in here. So while that's on locked, you can't put your own values in here. As soon as you unlock it, you can click the plus and minus signs to change the strength of the shot. So it'll go either before the target or after it. The computer knows which ball is due to play next, but you can reset that. So if you wanted to start the game with red, you can click on red or black or yellow or blue, whatever it is you want to play the shot with. So you're not limited to playing the shot with the next ball in turn. Now if I press the hit key now, the blue ball will sail on its way towards the target, and that's pretty good. It's gone a little bit far past, but perhaps still in hoop running position. Maybe I'll put the red about here, so let's put the target there and hit the red ball, and the red looks as if it's going to be a bit sluggish. I think it's going to come up a bit short. It is. So the black ball, maybe let's make that the ball we really want to run the hoop. Let's press hit, and off the black ball goes, and oh, that's gone a bit far too. Now for the next shot, I'm just going to change the camera angle. I'm going to go to corner 4. I'm going to move the yellow ball into the corner, so you can do that by left clicking and dragging. And the target, I'm going to keep where it is. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put the target here. I'm just going to put the yellow ball quite deep. So let's press hit, and that's where the yellow ball will go off to. And you can see it actually in the 3-dimensional view and in the 2-dimensional tactical view. That looks pretty good. Let's go and see what the view from the south boundary looks like. That's what we can see from the south boundary. Now we can move the camera in a very, very rudimentary way by using the arrow keys on our keyboard. So if you lose the left and right horizontal arrows, then you can move the camera. You can also move the camera up and down using the up and down keys as well. Now when you do that, you may find occasionally it gets a bit irritating because it changes the size of this, but just click off it and you'll be fine. What happens is that if you've used that slider and then you use the up and down arrows, the computer still thinks that you're on that slider. Now there is a more sophisticated camera, and that's a drone. Now the drone is quite hard to get used to. It uses the ASW keys, so it's pretty similar action to the horizontal keys. However, It also has the Q and the E keys, which will take the drone down and up, and then even more, it has right clicking and dragging, which then points the drone in different directions, allowing you to pan around and fly all over the court. So you can fly around just like you were using a real drone. So that's a bit of an advanced view, and really quite difficult to get used to, and probably better to use the simple mode, and probably better just to focus on moving left and right and up and down with the simple camera to begin with. So that's the camera options there. This is the camera positions here. We've talked about the target, and we've talked about the shot making. Well, the next shot for us is Blue playing at the hoop. I'm going to see if I can just put my target into the hoop. Let's put it about here, and let's see if we can't just change the way that we play this shot. No, let's just hit it here and see if it nestles in the jaws. No, it doesn't. But anyway, you get the idea. If I wanted to hit that a bit harder, so if I wanted to hit, say, the red, I'm going to hit the red a bit harder. That I could unlock it and dial up the numbers here. That's probably about all we need to know, really. There's one more thing, is that you can actually change in the future you'll be able to change the characteristics of the players. So you'll be able to click on each player and change how good they are, whether they're good at jump shots, whether they're precise with their angles or their distances, and you'll be able to do that for each one individually. We can even start putting photos of players and things like that in there as well. But I think that's enough to be getting on with. Hope you have some fun with that.